Welcome back, guys. Today I'm going to be talking about area and perimeter. I'm going to be discussing the three types of questions that you'll see on an assessment for fourth grade dealing with area and perimeter. Just to tell you what they are, there's three types of questions. The first type of question is a question that asks you to simply find the area or the perimeter. The second type of question is a question that gives you the perimeter and wants to know either the length or the width. And then the third type of question is a question that asks you or gives you the area and wants you to find either the length or the width. So I'm going to go through each one of those and talk about the steps so that we're all on the same page. Okay. Leah has a rectangular garden with a perimeter of 40 feet. The width of the garden is 8 feet. So this is what this is. What is the length of the garden? So we want to know the length, and we've been given the perimeter. I always tell you guys, whenever you have a perimeter unknown question, you always acknowledge your sides. And what that means is you have to recognize that if this side over here is 8, that means this side over here is 8, okay? So now I can follow through with my steps. The first step is to add. Well, I'm going to add 8 plus 8, okay? So 8 plus 8 gives me 16, okay? So these two sides combined is 16. After I add, I then subtract from my perimeter. My perimeter is 40 minus 16. Okay, if I have 0, I cannot take away 6. The 4 is now a 3. Now I have 10 minus 6, which is 4. 3 minus 1 is 2. So I have added, I've subtracted. Now it's time for me to take this number and divide by 2 because we're going to split this in half, okay? So now let's divide. We have to say 2 divided by 24. 2 goes into 2 one time. 2 times 1 is 2. And 2 goes into 4 2 times. Okay, so looky here. Okay, that means that the length of my garden is 12. So that means that this side is 12. This side is 12. I wrote 16, sorry. That means the top side is 12 and these two sides are 12. Now, if you want to check it, you could say 12 plus 12 is 24 and 24 plus 16 is 40. Okay? So 12 is my answer there. Okay, this is a perimeter unknown type of question. Okay, now on to another type of question. I am going to do this question over here, and I'm just going to solve for area and perimeter. But you have to know your formulas to be able to solve for area and perimeter. So I always like to start with area. So area is length times the width, okay? My length here is 5, so that's equal to 5 times 6, which is 30. So 30 is my area, okay? A lot of us forgot our formulas on the test, so recognize that area is length times width. Now, perimeter. This is the one that we have not fully mastered, okay? 2 times the length plus 2 times the width. Okay, some of you like to add all your sides up, and that's okay. But we're going to use our formula. 2 times the length is 5 plus 2 times 6. 2 times 5 is 10 plus 12 equals 22. So the perimeter there is 22. So this is just a question that assesses you on whether or not do you know area, do you know perimeter? Can you calculate area and perimeter with the formulas? Okay, if you're not, if you are still having trouble remembering your perimeter formula, take some time out to study that. Okay? Okay, and the third type of question that I'm going to do is one that gives you the area and you have to find a missing side length. So here it says the area of the rectangle is 30 centimeters. What is the length? So when you have the area and you want to know a missing side length, the only thing you have to do is divide, and that is because you're doing the opposite. Because you have a missing number, you're doing the opposite of what's in your formula. Your formula is multiplying length times width. So if you want to know something that's unknown, then you would have to divide. So we would have to take the area, which is 30, and we would divide it by 6, and that would give us 5. So 5 is our length. Okay, take some time out to go back and refresh your memory on these. And I hope that each one of you get to mastery on this skill.